Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, this is going to be obviously a really good drink making exercise. Why?
I screwed up everything.
No, because there's two wine glasses and there's a champagne flute and it looks like a giant like margarita or Bellini thing, and like basically it's Sue's cocktail day, right?
Yeah, let's go with that.
No, what are we doing?
Every day is Sue's cocktail.
Oh, shut up. Whatever.
I'm kidding, of course. So, what we're going to start with is not a cocktail. It's a well.
Oh,
You
yeah.
split.
Oh, you're thinking of wine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm going to open the wine while you do.
sure. Yeah, so Carrie, who I work with, it comes into the live chat the other day, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, Sue, you have to try this. It is the latest rage on TikTok, and apparently it is rosé wine with jalapeno." So I'm like, okay, that sounds interesting. So we're gonna give it a whirl. Basically, is putting a little bit of, I don't know, in between a white and a red, a little sweetness together with a little bit of spice. So hey, that describes us perfectly. All of us, ladies.
So, obviously, you know where you want to go to get all your gastronomical kind of advice is TikTok.
Yes. Yeah.
But it has been legitimized. Is that a word?
Yeah, you looked it up. John looked it up.
So April of last year, a lady named Alyssa Marshall, through her website, Alyssa in the Kitchen, she did something for her happy hour that she just called spicy rosé.
Okay.
Spicy wine.
All right.
It caught on pretty much immediately. I guess it went viral. Is it the term for it?
Yes, John. Got a virus. Yes. No, viral. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, as if to put the stamp of approval on it, Bon Appetit magazine online version, bonappetit.com, comes out with a headline, and I'm quoting, "Turns out sliced jalapenos make cheap rosé way better."
Cool. So you're going to use not rosé?
We're going to use rosé so that's the first one we're going to do.
Okay. Because you just opened your other one, right?
I know. Oh. So the theory from this is that the heat from the pepper can decrease your perception of the sweetness.
In other words, make it taste better. And so you bought kind of like the cheapest version of rosé you could find, right?
I did.
That's a lot of rosé.
That's no reflection of the quality necessarily. It's just I just looked for the rosé in the liquor store at the cheapest price point. It is Barefoot Pink Moscato.
It's really good, by the way. I did try it without the jalapeno.
I don't think you tried this one because
I tried
the other one.
Oh.
So maybe, actually, why don't you have a sip of that first?
Sure. No problem. I'll be the taste tester. This is great. Okay, here we go. Try this. That one's good. Not as good as the one we had last time.
So, be more specific.
It's a little bit too sweet.
Yeah, so this is a pink Moscato.
Okay.
This thing is also Moscato.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing if it works, because the advice online says don't use it in a really nice wine, or not so much that, but don't
in a dry wine.
Don't use it in like a dry wine, because the heat from the jalapeno will just run over all the subtleties of flavors. So if you get if someone comes over that doesn't really know your tastes, buys you a more expensive variety or a less expensive, sweeter variety of wine than you used to,
you can fix it.
You drop in 2 jalapeno slices.
Stir it on up. Now, let's just give this a whirl, because remember I said this is too sweet, right? Okay, let's see. Totally. It just kills the sweet. It really takes it down a notch. Now, the more of the jalapenos left in there, probably the stronger it's going to get. So yeah, but then you just have to fill it back up again, right? So win-win.
Yeah.
How's you doing? You don't care, do you? Okay.
Well, I don't know too much about that. The one we had yesterday was a little more off.
That's supposed to say yesterday.
What is it?
You said not supposed to say yesterday, like we drank yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, the one
months ago.
I give up.
I know you do. This is actually really good, just so you're aware. Give it a try. Two little slices of jalapeno.
That's a pink Moscato. This is a white Moscato, but not a Moscato in the sense that you would think if you know wine. This is a very dry, I love it. So
this is Anneda, right?
This is Anneda Moscato. It's very herbal, very much drier than your regular.
So this is John's favorite wine. It's delicious, but it's not my favorite, but it's definitely his. So it tends to last longer around here. Okay, you're gonna put some in there.
So definitely not as sweet.
Already tasted? Yeah.
Sacrilege as this is. My wine. So this could be seen as if we're snowed in and Sue has no wine to drink. Maybe this will make it better for her.
Yes.
Because we're gonna have no wine and jalapeno.
There you go. How is it?
I still like the other one, but let me know how it works.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, it's good. Again, it just kind of takes the edge off. So if you have too sweet of a wine, give it a whirl.
It also sort of adds, I don't know, with the pink stuff, it adds sort of like what it doesn't do is make it instantly. It doesn't taste like, spicy, hot. Doesn't taste like you chug Tabasco. It adds sort of a different dimension.
Almost like smoky. Like just a little bit of spicy smoky.
In other words, it's surprising. It's not what you expect. Give it a try next time.
Mm-hmm.
You have something that if you try out a wine from the start and it's like, really what you had in mind, give that a try.
Totally.
It's kind of cool.
So now we've gone through pink, we've gone through white, and I'll continue to drink my red. I'm not going to put it in the red. Do not do that. I just can't do it. That's just, not right. So, what are we making?
It would be a sin to do a peach series and not do a Bellini. After all, Bellini is made with peaches and prosecco.
And just to be clear, John bought himself a new Starfrit blender thingy.
Well, the other one was we had another one of these, and it's just
he's playing with the blender. It's fun. So now we get prosecco.
So, here's how I blew it.
What'd you do?
It calls for you to make a peach puree. You can do it from fresh peaches, or you can do it with peaches that have been cut up and frozen. The upside of doing it that way is that the peach puree comes out being cold right out of the gate.
Well, that's true. How'd you blow it?
Well, here's the thing. They can be completely frozen or they don't blend. It's like putting gravel in a blender, right? So I would have had to defrost them first. I didn't, so I added some water. I added too much water and I screwed it up. So we're going to pretend that this is peach puree. What it is apricot puree.
Ooh, apricots.
Now, so what? We can have an apricot Bellini.
Okay.
No, you can't. Because a Bellini is only made with peach puree.
Who said so?
Giuseppe Cipriani does. Glad you asked. He invented the thing during the Second World War sometime between 1934 and 48 at some point at Harry's Bar in Venice.
There we go. They have peaches?
Yes, apparently they do. The reason that he called it a Bellini is the color reminded Mr. Cipriani of the color of a saint's toga in a painting from the 1400s by a Venetian painter called Giovanni Bellini.
And I'm thinking that that saint's toga was not this color.
Well, it was, well,
It was
here's what it was. It was probably more this color, all right?
Oh, well, you know.
So I got this from Cookie and Kate. This mistake is mine, not hers. I apologize for screwing your drink up, Kate.
But it might not be a mistake. And so do you put a Bellini in a champagne flute?
You do.
What? That is always one of those big things that you pile up and they dump stuff on.
Well,
Like,
this recipe calls for you to put it in a champagne flute, and I'm sticking with it because it also told me how much of this to put in before you top. So you can put it in whatever you want. I mean, you know, you could put it in a big gulp cup if you wanted for that.
yeah. But this, oh no, this looks good. It's very classy, right? Again, my favorite things. This looks really yummy. But you don't get a straw. Like with a Bellini, you usually get a straw with like a little spoon on the end, and you scoop it out and eat it.
Well, if I had one of those, you could have one, but I do not. So we're gonna stir it up a little bit.
Uh-oh.
And screw it up. Yeah, today is all about just doing it wrong.
It's not a big deal. Oh, I brought a paper towel. I'll get you one. Hang on.
And then just to add a little whimsy for a garnish, normally you'd add a fresh peach. We've got these little sour peach candies.
No, we had sour peach candies.
We don't. I eat the rest.
What do you mean you ate the rest of them? You know I like sour peach candy.
Okay. Well, now you got 3.
All right. Thanks. There you go. Doesn't that look yummy? Okay, let's give it a whirl. Oh.
Incidentally, not to say that you can't make this stuff with other fruit purees.
It's good. Even with apricot. That's good. I like it. Not too sweet. It's just right.
Oh,
Isn't that refreshing?
Good, yeah.
There you go. An apricot cocktail for you. We're not allowed to call it a Bellini, but I will call it an apricot Bellini.
You can make it with other fruit puree. Why can't I say that? Fruit purees.
It is hard to say.
It's hard to
Try
say.
it. Fruit purees.
Purees.
Okay, and do that 3 times fast. Give it a whirl.
It just won't be called a Bellini if you make it out of orange. It's called a Puccini.
Oh.
You make it out of strawberry. It's called a Rossini. You make it out of pomegranate. Pomegranate is called a Tintoretto.
Oh, there we go. I'm just going to grab you a little paper towel because you spilt. I'll be right back.
I did.
Go.
So we got tons of the puree. I'm not even going to try and say the apricot puree.
Apricot puree, but fruit puree. Fruit puree. Wow. That's kind of a new tongue twister. All right. Anyways, this is delicious. I'll be keeping this one up here.
Because we are going to. Are we?
I don't know.
Yes, we are going to use this.
So you actually have fruit puree? Or sorry, look at that! I said it. You actually have peach puree, or what is this?
We do. We'll do the. Okay, we'll do the one with the puree now. That's not significantly easier to say, is it?
No, not really. Peach puree. So why didn't you use that in the other one?
Because this one calls for liquid to be added to it, and that liquid happens to be ginger beer, which it ended up with.
Got it.
This is a Spicy Peach Mezcal Mule-Rita.
This has got to be good, right?
Also not an overly easy thing.
Elizabeth says she can't say it either. I knew that some people were saying it at home because I would be doing the same thing. I can give it a whirl.
So,
Spicy Peach Mezcal Mule-Rita.
What we have done already is we've taken the peaches. This is the one that turned out well.
Okay.
They were equally frozen, but we added 6 ounces of ginger beer. We're using the Fever Tree stuff. Fever Tree is kind of industry standard, although if you remember our episode about ginger beer. I think everyone seemed to like the, what's it called? The Caribbean Gentleman or something.
I don't remember. Everybody likes Caribbean Gentleman.
Yeah, the guy with the pirate on it. The one with the pirate on it.
Again, how could you not, right?
Okay, so we have added peach, ginger beer, the mezcal.
Yep.
We haven't added the mezcal yet, but we're going to put 2 jalapeno slices in there.
Lots of spice going on today, people.
Actually,
maybe not.
Let's put it in.
Are you going to whirl it up in your new star card after this?
No.
Oh.
No, we're just going to stir it.
Okay.
I've tried to do this so that we don't have to use a blender.
Oh, okay.
That's why I pre-did everything.
So 2 ounces of mezcal.
4 ounces.
4 ounces. Oh, geez. All right.
This one's going to hurt.
I think the boys downstairs are going to have to give us a whirl with this one. All right.
We stir.
Yep. I'm kind of excited about this because I do like smoky. I do like mezcal. I do like margaritas. But why is it called a Mule-Rita?
Well, because a Moscow Mule is made with ginger beer.
Oh, I see. Good to know. Oh, now this looks like something that I'm going to like. And you've got a little peach. Can I take it up there or are you finished?
Yeah.
All right, look at this. This is one of those cocktails you order in a tropical place. It doesn't matter where you go, but this is what you want to order. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that drink. Holy
Actually, no, this is, despite it being a sort of frozen one, it calls for ice.
Can I just take
You just, okay.
Okay. There's probably not room for ice. Oh, yeah. That's it. You put sugar on the rim?
Yeah, so for the sugar on the rim, I know you usually put salt.
I like salt.
I had to do a sugar rim for the next drink we're going to do.
Okay.
What they called for the sugar rim on the next drink is zest from a lime plus sugar. And then you just stir that up with a fork until it looks kind of well mixed. I
think I would have put a salted rim on that. You'll see when you taste it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Well, with the smoke.
Well, especially with the margarita kind of thing going on, I definitely would do salt. But then again, I'm not sweet, so.
Oh my God, I love that.
Isn't that good? So guess who's drinking that? 4 ounces.
Oh wow, folks, that's a winner.
That's yours, hey?
It is now.
That is good though, hey?
The smoke and the spice and the sweet. Notice that unlike any other
spicy
margarita on the planet,
ooh,
there's no citrus and there's no orange liqueur.
I think I might have got a little bit too much of the jalapeno, but that's wow, that's good, hey? So again, these are all just winners.
Maybe.
You don't like it now?
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Oh.
I wasn't a fan of it.
Does this?
Bellini so much.
Well, it's good because it's my favorite. So stay away from my Bellini. I'll stay away from your giant cocktail.
Okay, so in my books we're 1 for 2.
Okay.
Last but not least, an iced apricot or apricot, depending on what side of the country you're from. Bourbon fizz.
Do they say it differently on different sides of the country?
I don't know.
Oh. I thought I learned something. Okay. So another bourbon fizz. So we know this is going to be a John favorite, don't we? Yeah.
I'm not sure. This is kind of different. So I did 4 ripe apricots.
That's what you were peeling last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the way you peel it, you got to peel them. Well, there's 2 ways of doing it. You either just cut them up into chunks with the skin intact and then strain it, or you blanch them. And the way you blanch them You bring a pot of water to a boil, you dump them in the water for about a minute. You take them out of that and put them in some very cold water. That loosens the skins up. And prior to doing that, you cut a little X on the bottom where the stem comes out of the fruit, and then you just peel it off from that.
Like tomatoes.
Yeah. In theory, that's how you do it. It might have been a quicker process, I don't know, to just strain it, but it is what it is. I'm working for you, and we'll report back.
Okay, so, all right.
So what the instructions say after combining
I'm going to show them
the rim thing.
So it doesn't look very appetizing, just so you're aware.
No, it's kind of a slurry.
Wouldn't it have been funny if I dropped this?
I added the apricots to a glass shaker along with the bourbon, and using a muddler, work the mixture into a mash so that the apricots are juiced and combined with the bourbon block cap very well.
So did we put bourbon in there already?
There's already bourbon in it. Place into the fridge to chill for 2 to 3 hours, which I also did. Once bourbon apricot mash has chilled, add the lime juice, simple syrup, and elderflower liqueur.
Oh, this elderflower liqueur again.
1 ounce of each of these.
And how much bourbon was in there?
3 ounces.
3 ounces, okay.
I used my usual Buffalo Trace on that.
Okay.
Number 1.
Buffalo Trace is a type of bourbon? Okay, good.
Yeah, it's not immediately obvious, I guess, if you don't.
Just checking.
Yeah, no, good. So an ounce of lime, ounce of simple syrup, and an ounce of the elderflower.
Oh, very nice. My goodness. Imagine.
There were a bunch more drinks that you can make with peach and apricot. A lot of them relied on peach schnapps, peach brandy, apricot liqueur for their flavor. The whole premise of doing these was to take advantage of fresh fruit season, so I avoided all those. But there are a lot of recipes out there if you're into just that peach flavor in general. I didn't put my mic on.
Oh, why didn't you do that?
Because I'm stupid.
Oh, I hope you guys could hear him.
Might be better if you don't.
Catching you up, darling. Catching you up.
Yeah. Apologies, folks.
There we go. So now you can hear the end of it.
Yeah. Whoopee. So the only thing I'm differing from here, well, the main thing I'm differing from here, this says to serve this in a coupe glass. I am not.
Why?
I just thought it would be kind of cooler in a old-fashioned glass.
In other words, the glass we got from Smirnoff. Again, this is
maybe
where glass and housewares come from.
Yes. So we're going to try and strain this. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, because there's a lot of chunks in there, right? I'm going to show you. Yeah, it's one of those things. Imagine trying to do that through that little wire mesh strand.
Yeah, no.
You couldn't do it. So if you make your friends one of these, you're just going to have to... I just pour the whole damn thing in there.
Yeah, it's too chunky.
Yeah, I think you have chunks. Again, snacks.
If we were using a coupe glass, it'd probably be done by now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, it's smaller, right?
A coupe glass is small. Oh, right, the little tiny ones. I was thinking of the taller, yeah, the Collins glass.
Oh, yeah.
I see. I just, you know.
Yeah, so I don't know about this one. I mean, apart from the glass and the garnish, I followed their instructions.
It would have worked in a coupe glass, though.
Well, no, I mean, it's still working. It's just taking a while.
Oh, I see. Yeah, got to get every last drop. It looks good, though. And then this is the one with the sugar rim.
Yeah, this is the one that they called for the lime The sugar rim is actually delicious. The lime and sugar thing. If you're making it, do your lime zest first and add about twice as much sugar as you have zest.
There you go. That look good. Okay, I'll try it first because
Might as well. So it says to garnish it with a sprig of fresh thyme. I can see how that would work.
There's a lot of sugar. Oh, that's good. It is good. Yeah, because you've got the sugar. Yeah. Tasty. Like a little treat. Sorry, I probably just got too much sugar. What do you think?
That's delicious.
Is it?
Too bad it's such a pain in the ass to get out of the mixing glass.
Well, I think if you made it in those little coupe glasses, you'd be fine. Because then your guests didn't have to wait. You can just stir up another batch. But that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it was fairly labor intensive, but a delicious drink at the end of it all.
Awesome. All right. So, what we got going on next weekend?
I think we were going to, before the lavender fades entirely, I think we're going to try and make some stuff out of lavender. And if I recall, the Empress has some really cool recipes involving lavender.
Oh, cool. All right.
Lavender is quite a popular herb to use in cocktail making.
And it's very calming, right? It's what you put in your bath and you sleep in it in your pillow, and now you drink with it too.
And we should mention, with a qualifier here, tomorrow we are planning to go see Anneda, who, as you know, did our theme song. And she's performing some originals at a place called Wheelies in Vic West.
Never been.
Vic West?
I don't know.
No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's down in down around Moon Underwater area, sort of.
Oh.
Like the
Bay Street.
Yeah, Bay Street.
Kind of Selkirk. Or no, yeah, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Oh, by the old office. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I said with a qualifier because I know she's been feeling sick. Hopefully she feels better and doesn't have to cancel. So if you plan on joining us down there, just check the website first. That's Anneda Music.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Anyways, it's we've got some drinks to drink, like lots, and they were all absolutely delicious. And that's great. And we'll see you guys all next week. We'll try it. If we do see Anneda tomorrow night, we'll take some video and share it with y'all because, of course, she's fabulous. And that's what we'll do. All right. Good night, everybody.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.